Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm here. Oh, I guess I could. I always forget to put my little guy on here. Nobody's in here yet but me, but that's okay. My week and my weekend were incredibly mundane. Um, you know, yeah. Oh, that was me. Okay, I got scared. I heard noises. Um, yeah, my week and my weekend were incredibly mundane. Um, and I mean, we started decorating for the holidays. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fun. Um, yeah, that's all I really have. Uh, Drove in the snow, cleaned, went to work. That was my life this past week. Um, so yeah, that was that's pretty cool and pretty exciting. Um, what else? Had a really good coffee this morning. Another peppermint mocha. Really good. And I tried it was like a mint tea with hot chocolate. Pretty good, with a little bit of creamer. Delicious. Maybe there wasn't creamer, I don't know. I don't know, because my fiance made it for me. Oh my god. But it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I have a different playlist on right now. I don't know if you guys can really hear it. I had to turn it down because it was kind of distracting me when I wanted to start. But there we go. Yeah, the holidays are kind of approaching. I'm a little bit nervous. I have a lot of things I want to do. I have gifts to make still. I have to wrap some presents. I have to get some more presents. You guys know how it is. Or maybe you don't, I don't know. I'm just here. I'm not entirely sure what the theme is gonna be for today. I didn't really look at my list this morning like I was going to. So I guess I could probably do that now. I do kind of want to write it down and like put it up somewhere, like maybe like up here or something. So then people, like, if they come in, they can just be like, oh, okay, so the theme, the vibes today. We can maybe write it down here. Okay, this is like crusty and dusty. What is wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? Let's do. Sorry, I'm trying to grab my. Should I do this one? Ooh, or should I do like a dark green? Let's do a dark green. Maybe I'll make like an actual sign that's like today's theme is, or the prompt of the day is. But okay, I'm gonna move this to the side, and we're gonna pull this out, and we are going to look at this. Also, I really need to work on my lighting. It is in fact daytime. I just haven't gotten that far. Okay, so we have lower heavy stuff, orange theme. I'm not really crazy about really any of these so far. We already got that one. Alright. Should we try it for an orange theme? I feel like if we try for an orange theme, I can't use my green. I should use the orange, my orange stack. For an orange theme. Sorry, I'm just moving things around. That also means I might need like an orange marker or something. Hold on. This is kind of like a... I guess it's more of a red, but we're gonna pretend it's dark orange. So, oh man, now I have to write? Ah. I guess I could just put like days, theme, I feel like I'm spelling orange wrong. Orange. Maybe write like a little, draw anything, draw anything orange, only orange. Not that not that anyone can read my handwriting, of course, but put that up here. All right. Where should I put it? Like, I don't know. Okay, let's get to. This is our page for today. Nice, clean slate. Awesome, awesome. Still not entirely sure where to put my. Let me just erase this a little bit more. Like that. Do you think I could get away with just doing that? Do you think anyone can read that? Let me just keep adjusting this camera. Let me put that wire. I was charging my phone to make sure it didn't die. Something maybe sort of like this. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the page. Maybe I'll put it over here. Yeah, let's spend a lot of time trying to figure out where to put it, huh? Okay. Only orange today, y'all. And I'm southern today. Why did I clap? I don't know. So, orange, 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 orange. I have this, like, orange cream star. It'd be fun to, like, figure out how to do something with this in a page. You know, make it a little bit more chunky, mixed media. It will have to go on last, but I don't know. It does have like a really good fidget. Hello, hello, hello. I did not see that you were here. Today's theme is orange. As told by my orange sticky note. Which means I'm gonna have to also sketch in orange. I think I'm gonna have to use this the best that I can. I'm still not entirely sure what to do, but I'm gonna do some thumbnailing and some sketching and trying to figure out some ideas over here, and then I can get started on the finished results on this page. But how are you? What's going on? What's happening, you know? Now do I go like a silly little orange guy? What am I drawing? Silly orange guy. Maybe he's just chilling, you know? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't like that, but that's fine. Okay, I'm thinking we do some kind of an orange-themed character. Because that's just my favorite thing to do, is characters. But what if he was like on a branch? I will start drawing as soon as I'm finished eating breakfast. What are you having for breakfast? I would like to know. That sounds really good. Food. I don't know. I'm not really someone who can like eat breakfast in the morning, like as soon as I wake up. So I typically have more of like a brunch. And you know what? Ooh, bagel. Bagels and cream cheese will forever have my heart, to be honest. Unless you don't like cream cheese, but I love cream cheese. It's really good. I wish that I had some kind of like orange juice. I feel like that would have made this even better. That's okay. Okay, so we have an orange in a tree. Maybe we have sort of like someone kind of like... butter and cinnamon sugar? That's so good. I usually have that with toast. It's pretty good. Oh. Yeah. Accidentally grabbing the oregano leaves. We've all been there. We've all accidentally grabbed the wrong spice before. I guess this would have to be sort of something like something probably more like that. I'm trying to figure out what I want to draw. So I'm feeling like, what if someone's trying to get some oranges, but this one's alive, you know? Maybe there's like some other oranges, and they got like a basket. Maybe they're very like orange themed. I'm already like so focused and locked in. So maybe there's like some shoes here. I just grabbed my sketchbook. Yeah, I've done that before. I'm not gonna lie. Before starting the live, I was like, where did I put this specific sketchbook? But I forgot that I put it like in there's like little crevice in front of me that I can see that you can't. It's like a little shelf. And I was like desperately looking around. Um, and then I found it, so that's kind of funny. Hmm. Hmm. I wish I had color erase. I only got my Crayola, my little Crayola, uh, colored pencil. But I have like a big old like box of colored pencils that I'm trying to get through, so I'll have to wait a little bit. Okay, I like this. Let's try something else. Hmm. Okay. So what I got, my ideas so far is like people trying to get a little orange here, but the orange is alive. Could be kind of cute, could be kind of scary, depending on how you feel about it. Look at my whole desk. Trying to use it. Yeah. I also have a lot of crayons. Oh, but they're with my markers, which are on a different table. Um. Oh. Hmm. So do I go with this one or do I go with man turning into orange? What if there was a man and he was turning into an orange? I kind of like the simplicity. Like, I kind of like the simplicity of this one, so I think I might go. What if man turns into orange? That's gonna be the vibes today. Man turns into an orange. Oh, I guess I can probably put that one there. Slowly melting. I figured it would be like juice. Juice is coming out. As like a fun little thing. I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay. I think this head's gonna be like here, hands. Probably. Now I have to remember how to draw hands. I'm once again suffering the consequences of only drawing buff men. You know what? I feel that, but like the opposite. I feel like every time I try to draw a guy, they end up looking very feminine. And I have been drawing a lot more buff bodies, but then they're always buff women. that's just me. I don't know. But I'm working on it. I think I've cracked the code, but I haven't. I usually don't like to draw with references, but I'm trying to work with references so I can like observe and like consume more knowledge, if that makes sense. The knowledge of how things work. Much like hands. How do they work? Gotta be there. That's close to what I want from hands, because we're like, right? Yeah, because thumbs go out when you see the back of them, right? Yeah. You guys ever do that? I know I do. I gotta look. I try not to, because I want to be cool. But sometimes it's hard to remember. I'm trying to trust the process, but it's hard. That's me every time I draw. I was working on some kind of digital piece recently, because I was like, I haven't worked digitally in a while. Yeah, was not a huge fan of doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love digital art. But I was like, there's just so many like choices, and there's so many like, I don't know. It was getting kind of hard, you know. thinking facing, sort of. What do you? Also, I do not have the patience to let things dry. Same. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the nodding along, even like as if I could see you, that hits hard. That's literally me. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll ask a question on live, and I just expect me to be like hear the answers. But also I've done that. I've been like nodding along, um, when reading chat or whenever like I'm watching someone else live. Hmm. Oh, you cannot see what I'm drawing like at all. Here, let me kind of move my thing down a little bit. Make sure that that's sort of in frame a little bit. Is this like off center? It's fine. It's fine. Everything's so cool and so chill. I'm trying to think of like how to do the mouth. I'll worry about that in a second maybe. I feel like this ear's looking a little bit crazy. Okay, I think I just made it better. I don't know. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how to make this a little bit more body horror. But I think I might also work on doing some branches. I'm feeling a lot better about this drawing than I was the last time. Because that last drawing was kind of, I don't know, a little bit on the spooky side. Okay, this will stay right there for now. Move that back up there. Maybe have a couple branches kind of coming down over here. I think it's a pretty okay sketch I got going on. Alright, I might do the background in black, because I think that it still fits with the theme. I'm not using a different color. Black is a neutral, you know? So I'm gonna fill it in and then color it. Maybe even add some fun little stuff at the end. Who knows? I have realized I don't know what an orange looks like. Yeah. Sometimes I forget. How did you make it look like it has fur? That's real, though. That's so real. Maybe it's a fluffy orange. You don't know. Yeah. As someone who's currently doing short brush strokes, I agree. open marker caps too violently. You have paint all over your hands? That's me, but with my inks. Because the stoppers, always, like, they never want to come out. So I have to, like, rip them open. And sometimes I'll actually use, like my sticky notes or some paper towels, and I'll just use that so I don't get it all over my hands. Especially if I have work that day, I can't exactly have ink on my hands. I almost just painted in the leaf. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Yeah, I feel like if I didn't work in the food industry, I would also just be like, look at how disgusting my hands are. Look at how much work I've put into these bad boys. But unfortunately, I work with food, so I don't think that I could really do that. But luckily, I don't have work today, so I don't have to worry about that. Or at least not for today. Oh, I regret that decision. Well, what did you do? What did you do? You know, I say that, but sometimes I wish that there was a control C, or if, you know, you're using an iPad, just doing like the little double tap, or I guess the 2-finger tap. Using too bright of a color. Couldn't be me. I'm using black. Kind of silhouette everything in. I do not like this paintbrush, let me just tell you. I'm gonna kind of either use a different brush or try to get some of the paint off of there before it dries. I don't typically paint a lot, so I've double tapped. Oh my gosh, I've tried to zoom. Okay. I've tried to zoom so much in my, like, traditional art, like, a crazy amount of times. Like, I will do that and I'll be like, wow, that was really stupid of me, and then I'll try to do it again, like, 2 seconds later. And, like, I remember, you know, hearing a lot of people be like, oh yeah, if you do both, you're gonna end up, you know, trying to zoom in, and I was like, not me. And then I did it, and I was like, oh, It is me. Yeah. I think it was like back in I don't know, 2023, 2024, I basically only did like digital art. Like I did a lot of sketchbooking, but then I was also like, you know, really into doing like digital art for like finished pieces and everything. And going back to my sketchbooks after that was like so crazy. Because every time I would be like, zoom, nope, can't do that. Can't just do that. What's wrong with me? I'm trying to find a different brush. That happens to me all the time. Don't feel alone. This is like the brush I was just... No, it was not the brush I was just using. Okay, I'll use that one. I have like this giant bag of brushes and clay tools. And it's starting to fall apart now, but it's been with me for a while. So, kind of sad to see that go. Ugh. Gotta shake up my black paint. I just use the cap. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I just use the cap to put the paint in, so that then I don't waste any. I don't know if that's cool or chill or whatever, but that's just what I do. Because I always get too much paint, and then I'm like, what am I doing here, you know? My travel bag for sketching stuff is the bag my digital art came in. That's pretty cool. I would say I could do the same, but I primarily use my iPad, but I also have like an actual drawing tablet that connects to my laptop. Both of which were boxes, and they were like big, beefy boxes. I feel like using the cap is kind of a smart move, because you can just like put the cap back on. I mean, it might crust over though, which is kind of not great, but I've never had like a big issue with it, so. You know what? I really like these lives because it feels like I'm on a video call with my friends, but they can't get on video, or they also can't talk, but they want to like still hang out, you know? And I like that. I like that vibe. Plus, I got the music going. I got the cafe sounds going. It's just like a nice little vibe. Even though I keep putting down my pens to speak. Yeah. 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 That's okay. You know? If it makes you feel any better, I can't do art and speak at the same time. So I am like stopping myself to talk and then I'm like going right back. So in a way I feel your pain. My initial attempt to draw an orange looks like a nuclear hazard sign. But you know what? Isn't that just what art is? I have the opposite problem. I yap too much when I draw. Need someone to yap while I draw. Yeah. I feel like for me, I am like, I don't know. I feel like I definitely love hearing people yap while I draw, or I really like having like music or something. But like actually trying to talk while I'm drawing. I mean, I'm not really like I typically in my day-to-day life I don't talk a whole lot. Like the most I talk is honestly when I'm live. Um, but I'm working on it. I've always been a very quiet person all my life, so I feel like in a way this is, therapy. Um, but yeah, like I've always made friends with people who yap a lot. Um, because I love listening to people yap. Like every person that I'm like, this is like my best friend, all they do is yap. I either never talk or talk too much. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like if I'm comfortable with people, I can kind of be a yapper. But the second I get like a whiff that like, I'm like being too much, I just go very quiet. But I try not to, you know. But I got that sensitivity to rejection. So yeah. Sometimes I get that way on live too. Like if I go live and no one's there, I get a little sad. But I also know that I'm not like, a huge uh you know I don't have like a huge following or anything, so I feel like for me it's kind of like, it's like good that I have like a small audience, but then there's like times where it's like, wow, I really wish that I had like more people that I was talking to on these lives. But I also love the fact that it's like just me and my buds, Yeah. But if I'm being honest, I don't think I'm even really ready for like a big a big following at all. As much as my brain is like, yeah, that's the only way you can be successful online. I don't know. I feel like I like using these lives to talk to other artists and to build that like community that I don't really have much of in my day to day, like filled with artists, you know, being creative together. stuff like that. My current fandom is so small. Well, what fandom? I don't really know a lot of like small fandoms. I feel like for me it's just kind of like a lot of like major ones. But yeah, I feel like finding a community on like in real life is so hard to find because I feel like they kind of like meet each other in like art school, so like everyone kind of knows each other. So improv comedy group. Interesting, interesting. I might have to write that down. I will write that down when I'm done with this background. But yeah, I feel like they always kind of what? See, I wish that I could like find people like that. The most that I have is like a crafting event at like a local library. And it's really just like me, my friend that comes with me, our partners, and and like a whole bunch of like old ladies. It's great. It's wonderful. I love silly people, so I feel like I gotta check them out. Okay, what am I doing with my life over here? I think it would be fun to like have my own, like if I were to start something at my local library, I feel like it would be fun to do like a little sketchbook club, you know? Something like this. But I don't know. I'm also like super nervous to talk to people in real life. Which is like another reason why I like this so much, because, you know, you're not looking at my face. And I can just kind of talk. You know? I feel like I also tend to have like a... I feel like I also tend to, you know, if someone interrupts me, I'm like, no, you talk, not me. I would never want to speak. Don't make me speak. So, that's unfortunately me. Again, something I'm trying to work on, but it's a little hard. Especially because I don't yap, so I feel like that skill in and of itself is not something that I'm, you know, super good at. Which is another reason why I started going live. Plus, I think having like an event for me to show up is gonna be a lot easier for me as like a content creator over like editing a video, because I think that it's like I'm like showing up to something, you know? Whereas like I feel like an edited video is more like fully me, if that makes any sense. Like I have to, you know, record it, I have to find time to edit it, make the thumbnail, you know, stuff like that. Which I still need to, I do want to make thumbnails for these videos. These are funsies. I'm glad that you feel that way. I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh man, like, who wants to listen to me yap? But I feel like the vibe is like the vibe and the atmosphere are there. So I feel like it's not as, you know, cringy as my brain wants me to believe. If that makes any sense. Plus I feel like, I'm not like super duper like, I don't know. I don't know like how to phrase it without sounding like I'm trying to be mean to myself. I'm still like a beginner artist. How about that? I still feel like I'm a very beginner artist. Maybe if people look at my art, they feel differently, but yeah. But I feel like, like, what am I saying? What am I doing? Sorry, I started reading and then I was like, I was in the middle of saying something. What was I saying? See, that's what I mean, is like, I feel like I can never remember the last thing that I said because I'm so focused on like saying what I'm saying. But I feel like I like the vibes of, me not being like an amazing, like super talented, like I've been doing this for like all my life kind of skill. Because I feel like a lot of people kind of, even whenever they are watching those like draw with me videos, I feel like a lot of people kind of feel like they aren't good enough, if that makes any sense. Or because the draw with me is like, time lapsed. Because obviously art takes a long time to make. I think then people kind of still feel bad about their own, talents and skills. Whereas I feel like this, like, I want people to feel comfortable actually drawing with me and not just, oh, I want to watch you make something, but I can't do that because I'll never be as good as you. Like, I feel the pressure of trying to make something look really good because, I'm the one that's live. But, like, I don't want other people to feel like they have to draw something amazing in order to be worthy as an artist. So, maybe if I mess up, people will realize, oh, it's okay to mess up. You just have to keep showing up. And I think that's like another reason why I prefer doing like these types of videos live, because whenever I would film and edit them, it would always feel so disingenuous to me. But also, like, I could just not upload that video. I could just be like, well, I don't like the way that this turned out. Whereas if I'm live, you guys are watching me actually make it. So it's sort of like, you guys already know what I've made. So now I have to, like, post the VOD. Yeah, one of my favorites. Yeah, I feel like if you start somewhere where you hate it, right? I've done this plenty of times. But like, if you kind of just start something with like no expectations, and you're like, well, this is probably isn't gonna be great, you're gonna end up loving it. Yeah. I feel like that's how I feel like coming into this. I was like, this sketchbook, it's this page isn't gonna turn out very good, but I'm just gonna try to make something. But I feel like the sketch is really good. I feel like, it's I'm feeling a lot more confident about this page than I did the last page. I still have plenty of you know, I still have progress to be made on this, but already I feel like it's a lot more interesting. Um, so I'm pretty excited. I also feel like last time I was a bit rushed. Because I was like, oh, I want to hang out with my friend. Oh, I have a lot of cleaning to do. So I was like, oh, I have to go. I have to go. I have to just keep going. But I don't have plans today. I don't have anything to do after this. Other than, cleaning and wrapping presents. But that's something that I can do, throughout the week. It's not like things that have to be happening right now. You know what I'm saying? I also need to clean and wrap up presents. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like for me, I tend to procrastinate during the holiday season, especially with buying presents. Oh my goodness. Luckily this year, I just did it early. I was like, this is it. I'm doing it early this year. I still have presents that I'm making for people, but I'm gonna be doing that this week. I have to do it this week. At least get started. I know one of them's gonna take me, like, forever. But, wrapping presents. I hate wrapping presents. I'm gonna probably ask my fiance to help me. Because his present, not that I'm gonna spoil anything, his present, I'm not wrapping. He can't make me do freestyle rap. I'm not doing it. Just kidding. I'm being a silly little Billy. Anyways. No, but I'm not wrapping his. I think I'm just gonna, like, hand it to him. So I'm just gonna have him help me wrap the stuff for my family. Yes, I'm also terrible at wrapping presents. I don't understand. My dad has tried. My dad is so particular about the way you go about presents. He's like, no, it needs to look nice. And I'm like, how about I crumple the paper all around it? How about I just give them this Amazon box? Like, I don't understand wrapping paper, I guess. But this year, I'm making someone else do it. Or I'll just hand it to them, I don't know. Hand them the presents. Be like, this is for you. I don't know. Okay, now I have to figure out how I'm actually coloring the rest of this. I was wrapping candles earlier. Yeah, I feel like typically mine look like, sort of a 4-year-old did it, but you know, I feel like a 4-year-old when I try to put it all together anyways, so because my brain just can't comprehend it. I don't understand how people can be so good at that. Okay, so do I still have, okay, I have this one. And I'm gonna put a nice light orange. Maybe I could use that for the trees, who knows, who knows? I'm trying to put all my stuff together, trying to figure this all out. I'm working with like a desk for kids, so it's not very like big. Yeah, as someone who can't, I feel like doing anything nice and neat, it's really hard for me, despite, you know, being an artist as well. Like I was writing my little today's theme is orange, and I was like, I don't know how to spell. I don't know what I'm doing. And I feel like that's just the way it goes. Alright, I'm gonna start with the skin. Trusting the process, y'all. I feel like, okay, I know how to spell. I know how to spell, but like, I also don't know how to spell. Like, whenever I'm actually like trying to like write something down, I like don't know how to spell. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I never know how to spell. I feel like these hands are kind of really wonky. Okay. Ooh, a reminder to hydrate's good. The problem, I forgot to bring water with me. Some people make so many typos. Yeah. Yeah. I get you on that. so apparently I can't draw a circle. I feel like circles don't actually exist. Gonna be so real with you. Circles aren't real. They can't be. Okay, I feel like... I should take a Posca marker from the box. Pull out the cat. Yeah, I've done that with these Arctic markers before. I do that all the time. Or like, if my colored pencils like break in front of me, I just sit there contemplating all of my life choices. Real, yeah. Okay, I need like a light orangey kind of color. This looks like it's gonna be more yellow. Oh, that's even more yellow. Got scared. Okay, this one will work. Okay, I give up on that marker. Seems it's not big. Yep. Did not realize that this was like so crazy. Okay. This marker I was just using? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna choose a yellowish color. You know what? Go for it. I'm not gonna do that because I'm cool and I refuse. Okay, let's kind of add something to this face here a little bit. Yeah, something like that maybe. Okay, you know what? I kind of like this face. Crazy enough. I like this face. I'm gonna add this more reddish orange, this blood orange color. It's totally not red, it's totally just blood orange, y'all. Okay, now we're gonna... You know, I didn't think I was going to be drawing body horror today, but I did not wait for my line art to dry. No! It's all too real. It's all too real. I've done that before. I don't use orange very often. I also don't really use orange very often. I feel like I tend to go with like cool colors. You know, like blues, purples, greens. But you know what, I'm starting to realize I do in fact like orange. I think that sometimes, you know, you just gotta work with colors that you don't often work with. Life's easier that way. How is it easier? Don't ask me. It just is easier that way. You know what? This is coming together. I also have a ton of free time. So we have 12 pages. 12 pages straight from 2 days. Just blue and purple. I love blue and purple, but I love blue and green more. Blue and purple's good. I like it. Yeah, I feel like for my sketchbook pages, I've been like, you know, I ran out of my magenta and my yellow because I was using those two colors the most, which is unheard of. For me, anyways. How am I gonna color that leaf? Huh? How am I gonna color that leaf? I don't know. Let's kind of do some like stuff like this. Oh my gosh, I didn't even color that thumb. What is wrong with me? What is going on? Orange leaf. I mean, yeah, probably. Yes. I do like orange leaf. And then I did a series of like 10 pages. That's right, fan cam 1, frame at a time, all in blue. Yeah. Yeah. That's real. That's so real. Blue is my favorite color. I love blue. I'm see if I can kind of get like a cool effect. Oh, oh no. Your sketchbook is blue dabba dee dabba die, and that's okay. You know? It's okay. We all have sketchbooks like that. Hmm. You got the same 3 sketchbooks? Every time people give me sketchbooks, I feel like they're always either too big or they're like not a square, a rectangle ones. But it is nice. Yeah, it is always nice whenever people buy you sketchbooks, because then you don't have to worry about them. That's the one thing I like. I don't know why I said like that. Like. Yeah. Alright. I might have to break the rules a little bit. I feel like these oranges are too close. Yeah, I feel like for me, every time that I have like a lot of sketchbooks or oh my god. Sorry, Jackson, I totally just stepped on your paw. But every time that I get like a whole bunch of sketchbooks, like when I buy them myself, I get like, I'm like, oh, I have to finish my sketchbook right now. I wanna just decorate a new sketchbook. Which isn't the most healthy thing, but you know, that's okay. Alright, let's see here. Come on, work for me. Work for me. Oh my goodness. I also get really excited to decorate my sketchbooks. I just love it. I love everything about it. Recently, I decorated my 18th sketchbook. And it was like a lot of fun. I made like a little TikTok about it. I can show you. Hold on. Not the TikTok, but I can show you the final result. This is my new sketchbook. I had some Sonic fabric, and it's cool because you can squish it. But I love decorating sketchbooks. I think that was one reason why I constantly kept like finishing them super fast in 2024. So like I think I went through, I want to say 10 sketchbooks in 2024 because I was like, I want to decorate my next one. I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of weird things everywhere. Why are they tapping on your wall? That's what I want to know. I wish that I had like the chat on the screen, so if anyone's watching this back, it's not just like you're missing like half the conversation. I have so many stickers that I filled up my sticker book, which I actually don't know where it is right now. I was trying to find that one also earlier. But it's like so filled. It is so filled. It's crazy. Maybe what I just have to do is sort of outline these a little bit. I feel like I'm not getting a good separation on. Yeah, that's kind of scary though. Ah! Sketchbook 15. Yeah. I feel like once you kind of like get started with, you know, sketchbooks, and you're like keeping track, you're like, I want more. But yeah, 15 in a year and a half is crazy, I say. As I have 18 in... I have 18 just in my like numbered ones. But I think I have 20 completed? No. I have 19 completed in total. Well, maybe not 19. I had 18 completed, but I'm working on my 18th one. So once that's done, it's fine. I know numbers. But yeah. It's fun. I love sketchbooks. Another reason why I started doing these lives. It's so weird to me that other people don't draw every day. I know! That's like the thing too, is like, how? On Sketchbook 13, I have... Yeah. I feel like my sketchbook ecosystem is like, I have this one for, you know, Sketchbook Club, so I'm doing it with other people. And then I have like my kind of like main line of sketchbooks, which is all the ones that I number. But then I also have my like on-the-go sketchbooks. But I kind of also want to start like a warm-ups sketchbook that I like, you know, something small, so I can like warm up before I'm like in my actual sketchbook. You know, so that I'm like more ready, more prepared, but I'm also kind of like, that kind of feels a little bit weird. So, I haven't made that decision yet, but maybe one day. Maybe Add some like little freckles. And around. I have my normal sketchbook and my mini sketchbooks. Yeah, I love mini sketchbooks. I love small sketchbooks. But I surprisingly have not used those as my like on the go sketchbooks. Typically my on the go sketchbooks are all the sketchbooks that like people have given me. But I'm not gonna use for like my main line, if that makes any sense. Because I still want to use that, and you still use the paper, but you know. But I haven't done that. I'm gonna do like a brown shirt. Yeah. Yep. I feel like this is really coming together a lot better than I was expecting it to. But yeah. I need like a different brown color. Ooh, that one's very pale. Yeah, I feel like I have to finish something. Like, I have to finish my sketchbook before I can, like, do anything else. Oh, that's the one that I just... Okay, I'm gonna put that one up to the side. But, like, the way that I would, like, fill them up, though, is I would just do one big doodle and then called it a day. Because I was like, I just want it to be done. Which, like, it doesn't need to be, like, finished, you know, in order to move on. But, like, also, I don't want to waste the paper. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, that's a green. I did not know that that was green. It looked very much not green. I liked some of these colors. Which one did I like have? Maybe this one. I feel like I haven't really found like a sketchbook that I'm like, oh, I hate the texture of this. But I'm also just not very like particular because I don't typically do like traditional art. But I'm kind of trying to change that a little bit. So I'm gonna use this for coat. Yeah. It felt like fabric. And it peeled. That's weird. That's really weird. I feel like I've never had that experience with the sketchbook before. I don't know how I would have felt about that. That's really weird. Ooh, metallic crayons? I think we have some of those here. But, you know, they're for my nephew. I probably am not able to use them. I think we have the pearlescent ones. I think that's the ones I'm thinking of. It's definitely orange and not a purpley red. I totally believe you when you say this to me. I could never not believe you. Not at all. Gotta stretch. You're reminded to take a little stretch break. Oh. Stretch. I doodled Baby Yoda, and he looks like the Grinch. You know what? Who's to say that Baby Yoda isn't actually the Grinch? Huh? Who's to say? I think they're actually the same. Oh my goodness. That must have been a really good crack then, if it was so loud. I'm also surprised I didn't hear it. I got really good hearing. Kind of. Good hearing, but bad at processing. I feel like this marker is super streaky. Oh my goodness. Oh no. we're already so connected, you and I, on this live. That's really funny. Get out of my head! Okay. Hmm. Oh, that's too bright of a yellow. You know what? I guess we are telepathic. It's just you and me. This is a light orange. That does not feel very light to me. Ah! Jackson, where are you going? My dog decided he had enough. He's sniffing at the door. He yearns to go. Aww. Pup, come here. Come here. Come here. Puppy. Puppy. Poopler. Jackson. Jackson. Nobody's outside the door. He does yearn for the mines. Jackson. Come here. Yeah. Aww. He's just a little baby. He doesn't know what's going on. He's not even a baby, by the way. He is, in fact, an old man. He's a very old dog. I'll draw the stem. He may need to go outside. Try to draw a bunny. Maybe you did draw Jackson! He's kind of just like a little baby. Unfortunately, he doesn't have like ears that stick up like this. He's got like floppy ears, but like... Unless you drew a floppy-eared, bunny. I don't know, those exist. But I might have to take him outside. And I guess I'm gonna get myself some water while I'm there. Outside. I'm gonna make like another little thing. Okay, I guess I'll put like B right back. You drew a floppy-eared bunny? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, B R B. I don't know. I'm gonna put dog had 2P. Yeah, I think that's cute. I'll put like a little... Jackson, what do you look like? Okay, you got like more triangle ears here. It's real fluffy. No, I'm gonna leave me. That's okay. That's okay. I will see you maybe later. And at another live. Goodbye for now. Unless I come back before you leave. Alright, puppy. Let's go. I am back. I am back. What's up, little pup? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Landlord's painting the wall. Okay. Puppy. I'm back now. I just ate a banana. And I totally forgot about water. That's okay. Okay. Let's get back into it. I'm gonna go into the eyes, but before I do that, I should probably go crazy. Go crazy, and go stupid, Okay. So, whoa. Puppy, where are you going now? Okay. I'm trying to paint these eyes to make them look cool. He's scared. He's a little scared. Let me see if I can kind of like outline his eyes a little bit. Okay, that one wasn't terrible. Okay. This is not bad, guys. This is not bad. Maybe I do sort of something like this. Little eyebrows. You know what? I love it. Jackson, hey. Pop up. Pop up. Little pooper. Okay, I'm thinking that I kind of know what I'm doing right now. Maybe. Vaguely. I kind of know what I'm doing. Hello! You're back! Yippee! I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. I feel like on camera it looks a lot worse than what it is. But also I feel like, I don't know, maybe it is bad, I don't know. I don't think it's bad. We're not gonna go there. I think I'm gonna add the branches now. But I'm so happy that you're back. Probably told me about painting the house. Sometimes I don't remember things. Surprise! People, yeah. I would like the surprise, actually. I would love the surprise of people coming and painting my house. Also, I am being sarcastic. That sounds like my nightmare. I did get kind of a little lonely while you were gone, but I ate a banana. that's really it. There we go. Food is very good. I love food. I'm not even sure if I really even have a favorite food. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna put that back over there so I can focus on these. Ah, Jackson, what are you doing? Ooh, pasta and bread? Oh my god. I love pastas and breads. I also really love sushi. Big fan of... Really I eat anything. I'm not very picky. But like, it's weird because I feel like sometimes I can be very picky. Sometimes I'm just like in the mood for something. I like hummus. Ramen is absolutely delicious. Love a good ramen. Hello, hello. We got the theme of the day is orange. You don't have to abide by the theme. I'm drawing a man who turned into an orange. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. We're talking about food as well. Talking about ramen and breads, pastas, food that we like. We're having a good time here. An orange fairy. Ooh. I like that idea. I feel like I need my binder clip again. What's up, pup? He's running away. She's sitting on a giant orange, holding an orange. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the best way to have it so you guys can, share with me and let me know what it is that you've done. I did make a Instagram that you can tag. Let me see if I can. Hold on. I'll write down the Instagram if I can remember it. Okay. Tag me. Oh no, I can't fit it all in one. Ah. Okay. It's all in one app. But it's Milo's sketchbook, but there's like a dot. There's like a little period between Milo's and Sketchbook Club. That should be it. So if you tag me, then I can see what you've created. I haven't posted anywhere. I haven't posted on it yet. But I do plan on like taking good pictures of each spread, with like a cute little caption or whatever. I don't know where to put this. I'll put it over there for now. Maybe I can even put it Maybe here. You know what? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Ah. One wing is astronomically larger than the other. And maybe that's like character design, you know? um, Okay, I'm trying to set this up. Oh yay, you followed me! Yeah, I don't typically post on Instagram. But again, like, I want to see everybody's spreads that they make. Even if you didn't stay on the theme, I think that it would be kind of fun. And then, because you can, like, see the tagged photos, you can see other people's photos. Even though I feel like it's really just, you know, like a very small amount of people, but I like stop Jackson. Stop getting into wrapping paper. Come here. I've stopped posting on Instagram when they kind of like had that AI feature controversy thing that like nobody else cared about. It feels like. But you know, I wanna get the word out that we have like a nice little I want people to know that there's like a nice little community here for artists who might not have other artists in their life, or maybe they're just starting out and they want to, you know, just have some good vibes. But I'm planning on taking some good pictures today and then just kind of mass posting, and then every like Monday or maybe like every Tuesday or something, I post what we made, what the theme was. I don't know. Do these even look like tree branches? I'm glad that you can see it. See the vision, as they say. Hey Jackson, why are you licking my leg? He's so weird. Okay, the more I look at my sketchbook spread, the more I'm liking it. Yeah. See, and that's all you need, is sometimes you just need a moment to, like, realize. Because I think sometimes, like, especially I get this way, I'll, like, really focus on, like, one part of it, and I'm like, oh man, I really don't like this. But, you know? But then I look at it as a whole, and I'm like, wait, I actually do like this. And it's not like this, you know, big old, it's not like this big old, I don't know, thing, you know? Yeah, my dog is constantly trying to lick me. Me and, like, other people. That's just sort of his favorite pastime. He likes to lick himself. Yeah. But, you know, he's old. So, I guess I have to give him a pass. Okay, it's like I have to work on the mouth, but I don't like the mouth. You know? What if he just... What if no mouth? Let's... What if no mouth... No more speaking? Pet said cat keeps stepping on me. Yeah. I think pets are just like, don't lock in. You're not allowed. They don't... I guess they just don't want you to lock in. How deep and symbolic with no mouth. That's how I felt about my art for a while, because I like refused to draw mouths, but I was like, no, it's so me because I don't feel like I ever have a voice. And it's like, no, I'm not really good at drawing mouths. But that's okay. I'm gonna see if maybe line art is a cool feature to do now. So far, not loving it, but I feel like I need that separation a little bit. The lines are arting. No, I think he meant the rappers are back. I don't know what they're rapping about. But they are in fact rapping, and they are in fact back to rap. The rapping about your walls. A part of me really wants to just start rapping for the bit. The problem is that I know it would end so terribly. Like, astronomically bad. I can't rap anything but Hamilton. Yeah, I say that, but I've actually never listened to the full thing. I never watched the full thing. I never got into Hamilton. Which is so funny because my hairdresser was telling me that I need to get into Hamilton. And I'm just like, I can't fathom the fact that you're telling me this. She's like, I watched it the other day and it changed my life. And that's not me trying to hate on Hamilton. But, you know, I just think it's really funny. I feel like out of all of those that you've listed, actually, I don't think I've listened to really any of those. Not fully. I think that I've like listened to a little bit of Dear Evan Hansen, a little bit of Hades Town, and obviously Epic the Musical was kind of something you couldn't get, you know, uh, you like had to listen to if you were like on Art Talk at all. Because a lot of those were trending. But I feel like a lot of musicals that I liked, I loved Be More Chill. I actually got to see it on Broadway. You know, not to brag or anything, but um, that was fun. Um, but I also like a lot of Star Kids musicals. Uh, like I really liked The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals because I was like, that's me. I don't like them, but like also I do. And a lot of my friends were very much like musical theater nerds. So it kind of makes sense that I would like them. Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw Wicked, not on Broadway. It was traveling. Um, so, yeah, I'm pretty cool. And then, I've never really, like, been in a musical, but, like, I've done, like, some theater acting. So, just, like, a little bit about me. Yeah, I feel like I had anxiety since I was a small child. Um, but also I've never really been like a big fan of like being, the center of attention. Um, really ever. So, but I liked being part of the ensemble in like, school plays and whatever, like the ones where they like forced everyone to be in it. I liked that. Um, and it's like a part of me enjoys it, but then another part of me like hates it, you know. But I think I did it because I knew that my sister wanted to do it, and you know, she's older, so I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cool. I want to be cool too. I want to be part of this like little theater. It was like a local theater, and they would have like teens and preteens doing various like musicals, plays. I think we did Pinocchio, and it was like me and a bunch of other kids my age, maybe a little younger. We ended up kind of just being random objects. Like I think that we were like the cage that they put Pinocchio in. And then we were also like, backup dancers and, the toys and everything. So that was pretty fun. I did a full 180 in middle school. Yeah, I feel like something just like happens to you in like middle school where, if you can't get over that, you kind of like end up getting a lot of anxiety, because I feel like I loved, like if I knew I was by myself, I loved just kind of performing and like acting, but like I feel like if I try to do that now by myself, I still feel watched, if that makes sense. Um but yeah, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Okay, I'm gonna add this back. I'm getting rid of this leaf. Goodbye, leaf. I will put something else there. I'm trying to think of like other things I've been in. I've been in a short film. Because yeah, sorry I'm getting rid of the leaf. But I've been in a short film that I don't even really want to ever call this person a friend because they were never a friend. But someone that I knew and kind of forced me to do it had written and was kind of like the director. Which, I'm gonna be so real with you, was kind of just a ripoff of Sandersides. If you know that. Yeah, that was kind of my personality in early high school. Was Sandersides. Which is so crazy to look back on. But, you know. Alright, let's try to get more of this painted. And then I think I'm gonna have to find my sticker books to add some stickers to the background. I'm gonna make it look all cutesy. I did show up Annie, and then I did tech for a few hours. For a few shows. I don't know why I said hours. Yeah. That sounds cool. I wish that I would have been a lot more into trying to do tech. Because I feel like a part of me probably would have liked it, but then I probably also would have hated it. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Oh! Okay, I'm back. I figured it out. Okay. That was crazy. What the heck? I don't even know how that happened. Okay, I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. I know what I'm doing. Vaguely. Okay. That was crazy. All of a sudden I'm like, what's happening? No one's talking. And then I look back at the screen in which I can see the live. And I'm like, oh, it's loading. I look at my phone and it's dead. Oops. It's kind of funny because it's like, I predicted this would happen to me today. I was like, oh, I gotta make sure my phone's charged. I don't want it dying on stream. Guess what? It died on stream. That's funny. Anyways, I'm back now. It's on a charger, so hopefully it doesn't die on me again. I don't even remember what we were talking about. We were talking about theater. And that's really all I remember. Let me kind of add a separation there. A little separation there. Separation here. Here. And there. Ah. I'm so happy that I'm back. Let's kind of go crazy. I think I was also looking for my sticker book. That's why I didn't notice before. you know, add a little bit of lace. Could be cool, could be fun. You know? Fun game of Where Did I Park Yesterday? That's me. That's me, but it's also not me. I'm thinking lace. Ooh, what if we did like lace on the side? Lace on the side or lace on this side? I feel like it makes more sense over here. Okay, gotta kind of sort of. I love adding lace. Oh, I ruined that. That's fine. I love adding lace so much. I'm going to be driving and listening, but you won't be yapping with me. But that's okay. You'll be yapping in your head to yourself after everything I say. Okay. I think I'm gonna glue the lace down. And I think that might, I don't know. I feel like it's like I want to add more stuff, but I don't know what to add. But I'll add the lace and then I can decide. Whee! Maybe I can just make some doodles of oranges. Make some doodles of little oranges and I'll put them all over the place. Pow, pow, pow. I feel like I'm starting to get like more and more comfortable with going live, cause now I'm kind of okay with, you know, vocal stimming. Big fan. Okay, I'm kind of adding a bunch of glue. To this lace to make it really stay here, stay strong. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I'm using a silicone clay tool to apply it, so I don't have to worry about trying to make sure that the, you know, if I was using a brush, I'd have to like really clean it, but if it dries on the silicone, I can just peel it off. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, that has to dry. Oh wait, hold on. I also have some orange paper. How did I forget about that? Does it make sense here? Probably not, but I'm gonna add it anyways, because the theme is orange. Ooh, maybe I can kind of like make it like cool and interactive. I guess it would probably be more like this if I did that. You open it, there's something in there. I kind of just want to cut one of the flowers out. I might do that instead. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this so y'all can see, even in the VODs. Oh, geez, okay, that's... I am not a pro at cutting things out, but think all of these flowers are so pretty. They're so pretty. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, good. Okay. Put that up a little bit more so I can turn. Cut the other way. There we go. There we go. I kinda did it, y'all. Yeah, that could fit somewhere. Sure. I might just cut all of these flowers out. You know? Really have a good time. Doing things I'm not good at doing. That's how you get stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You're gonna get longer. 'Cause I'm not alone doesn't mean I'm lonely. Whatever the next lyric is. Just because I'm lonely doesn't mean I'm alone? I don't remember. It's something like that. Okay, maybe what I do is I just... Can I go crazy? Ah, okay. Oh. That's okay, because this can be like back there. This can be like... That's fun. This is fun. I like this a lot more than I thought that I was going to. Okay. Now we gotta... Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I'm hoping y'all can see that. And I'm hoping you can... I'm hoping that it's making sense. I hope y'all can see the vision. Something like this. Cut it. Cut this out as well. There we go. Fits right where I need it to. Maybe even add some of these over there. Okay. I'm gonna cut out another flower. Okay. Let's cut this one out. Okay, I think once I cut all of that out, it will make it look better. And then I'm thinking about doing one more after that one. And then glue them down. And then I think that my spread will be done. But... Oh, hi, puppy. But, you know, messing around with the color orange. Very cool, very cool. I'm trying to figure out how to cut this. Okay, maybe I just gotta go this way. Oh! I don't know what that was. Hi, puppy. I know, puppies. I know. I know. He's getting a bit antsy. Okay. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, you're back. Hello. I'm adding flowers. Thank you. Ah! I don't know why I'm screaming. I'm like cutting it off camera because it's so hard to cut it on camera. Okay, I might just... I'm gonna get a little lazy with it. I gotta still get one of those lights that you do not... Yeah. Yeah. That's happened to me. Hi, puppy. I think maybe you were talking to yourself in an empty car. I think you might have been yapping just a little bit. Puppy. Maybe I'll do a little puppy reveal. I don't know. Puppy, please don't smell. Don't smell the box. Don't smell the Grinch box. There's no food in there. Okay, I'm still in the middle of cutting some flowers, in case you can't see me. Puppy review. I will. I'm gonna glue the flowers on. Show you all the dog. And then I'll probably have to call it a day. I feel like I kind of finished this a lot faster than I was going to. But I need more coffee. I need coffee. I think he wants some water. Where am I? Okay. Silicone tools. Okay. We're gonna just happily place my flowers. Ah. One, two. Gotta get these ones down here. Okay. I feel like I'm rushing a little bit. Mostly because I'm I'm going crazy. Okay. Last 2 flowers. We got this. We got this, and then it's puppy reveal time. Okay. Flower. Last flower. Oh no, he's going into his hidey hole. Totally getting everything on my desk. That's fine. Okay. Puppy reveal time! Jackson, would you like to be revealed to the world? Okay, alright. I'm going to turn the camera off so I can get this off of my phone. And then I'm going to show you my dog. That's Jackson. Everybody say hi, Jackson. Hello, little puppy. He's just a little guy. But yep, that's him. That's the puppy. He looks very sad, but I think he's just a little cold. And I think he's about to go back. Puppy! They're saying hi! They go hi! That's the puppy. That's my dog. He's old. It's okay, puppy. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Go back to here. There you go. Okay. I guess it's time to say our goodbyes. Don't be afraid to tag me on the Instagram. if you want to show me your art. And I think maybe something else I can do is I can just rip this off and put this over here so we can always remember what the theme was. Oh, I also have to... I also have to write the date that we've done this. Yeah, I'm always so excited to have you here. That goes for everybody. I have so many scraps everywhere. Alright, we gotta date it over here. What even is today's date? I don't know. I have to make sure that that does not touch that. Okay. Where is a pen? I don't have an orange pen, unfortunately. Orange theme. Okay, so it's December. Okay, it's the 8th. Ah! This is a bad pen. I almost wrote 11. I'm not sure why. 25. Boom! We are done with the orange theme. We did it, guys. Another page in the sketchbook done. Okay, I guess I can maybe show you guys the list. If y'all have time to help me pick out what our next one is. So I have some like lower heavy stuff. I have a lot of characters. I have title page and end page. I think I'm gonna save those ones for last. So we have a yellow theme, green theme. We go through the whole rainbow. Mixed media, like, you know, really getting chunky with it. I have like a redesign challenge. Then, you know, various animal themes. Plants, random characters, screenshot redraws, blind contouring. redrawing of old art, gesture drawing, negative space. I have like those story cubes things. Figure drawing, interior or exterior studies, hands and feet studies, flora, fauna studies, object studies. And I still have room for any other themes. If you guys also want to just come up with a theme right now, but let me know. Wow, this is like really bad lighting, guys. I feel like for me it looks so nice. And then I like look at the live and I'm like, oh. Oh, I also have a Sona's page. So if I just want to draw a whole bunch of my little Sonas or my like self-insert characters, that could be fun. Maybe something genre setting? Ooh. Maybe we can do something like that. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna write genre setting. I'm gonna put randomized, because maybe that's something we can do. Randomized. Like maybe we I don't know how to I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe we can like find like a online generator that can give us the genre or the setting. That could be fun. Yeah, I feel like I don't really draw. The only Sona that I draw is my art Sona. But I really don't draw them. Spin the wheel. You know what? I should have written that. Oh well, that's fine. So I think that could be fun for next time. Definitely. We will plan on that being our next one. But for now, I'm gonna say goodbye. Stay hydrated. Make sure to stretch. Doodle when you can. And I hope to see everybody next Monday. Bye, guys. I have to remember how to turn off the live.